Hi, it's Mickey from The Answer.
Cormac from The Answer here, and you're on RockMAP. I think this record is the shortest gap between any of our albums. We felt that we built up some really good momentum off the back of our last record. The best way to kind of capitalise on that is to get some fresh music out there as quickly as possible, and obviously you can't, the creative process happens when it happens. The last 4 or 5 months so that we'd be able to get over here to Madrid and record our 5th record and get it out there in a good, so there's not too much time passed since releasing New Horizon, and it's quite exciting to be able to do that.
Because we love Spain. Well, we come here on tour quite frequently, find some creativity outside of home. And also, our producer and friend, Will Maya, we're in his studio here. It's in Madrid, so it kind of makes sense to come here.
It's in Maratha. You don't really feel pressure in relation to the kind of band somebody thinks you are, but there's pressure that comes with every record because you obviously want to make it better than the one before, and the songwriting and recording of a record is right up there with the most important stuff that we regard we have to do being in this band. Probably not since the first one has there been such a kind of feeling of release, and just concentrated on enjoying ourselves and expressing ourselves and making good music. And I think that really has added to the atmosphere in the studio and the actual songs themselves.
Yeah, it's all in the studio beard, you see. So that all stems from growing beards in the studio. Again, as Cormac was saying, this particular album for us is about expressing ourselves as individual musicians, as a team of lads from Northern Ireland who we know what we do now. We've been doing it for quite a long time now, at least 10 years, and we just, if there's a riff, if Cormac comes up with a lyric with it, we'll develop it, and if it's happening, it's happening. If it's not, it's not. We'll move on to something else.
Trying to write a single is a dangerous business, because you can end up losing track of the kind of band you are in the first place, So definitely the best way to do it is just to get in a room and start playing, and 5 albums in, whether something is good or not. It's never a question of, right, we've got to get on all the radio stations with this song, because that's never going to work. No. I think this record would best be described as getting back to basics in many ways. Like we've mentioned already, about trying to block out any external pressures and just get down to doing what we love to do and what we're passionate about, and just making very good music. We're very proud of every record we've made, and anything we release out into the public domain, we're not going to put it out there unless we're absolutely happy with it. But this record, it's been fun to make, and it's been it's been quite old school in its approach, and I think there's a certain freedom to this record that will set it apart from anything we've ever done before.
Again, it's not conscious. I think what we do, we know what we're good at. We've always been into rock music, you get influenced by obviously bands like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and more modern acts, Soundgarden or whatever. But we're more, when us 4 guys get together, there's a sound, and whatever's going on in our lives at that particular time, it reflects the writing process. And this time around, we just so happen to be able to be just free and say, frick everything else, let's just get out here and lock ourselves away in the mountains in Spain and record our 10 favourite songs. You know.
Don't know. I think whenever you're playing rock music these days, people scramble to find a label for the kind of music that you do, and we've been called classic rock, blues rock, heavy rock, hard rock, every kind of connotation of rock that you could possibly imagine. It's like the one that I struggle with the most is classic rock, because how can you be a classic rock band whenever you're doing what you do as a current band, you know? I mean, if we released our first record in the early 70s, then by all means call us classic rock. But I think, you know, the need to find a label for what we do is definitely someone else's problem rather than our own, because we just are a 4-piece band that love rock music and try to put as much passion and soul into what we do, and if that turns out as a kind of blues based riff or a song that reminds you of Led Zeppelin, then it is what it is. But you know, it's not something we try to overthink or analyse. Don't really know, to be honest. If I did know, we'd have done it a long time ago. You gotta it's a question of hanging in there. You know, it's a question of staying true to yourselves as a band, never selling yourselves short, never selling yourselves out, and believing in your music. There's definitely a lot of people out there that want to listen to good rock music, and you know, that's what we do. That's our business, and you gotta keep faith that it's gonna happen. Beyond that, you know, there's no magic formula or a magic wand that you can just wave and you automatically break through. You know, a lot of it's down to luck and getting the right breaks.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of gigs, and just keep trying to get more fans everywhere you go.
Yeah, keep working hard, keep making good music, and you know, believe that you're going to keep moving forward. As soon as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a festival in Galicia there over the summer. It was one of our favourites of the entire festival season. You know, we've been to Spain many times now and had absolutely amazing time every time we come here. I'll never forget our first gig in Madrid, in El Sol. We drove from like Milan in Italy, I think it was, which is a long drive, by the way. I remember ringing our manager and going, you know, this is a long drive. Are we going to turn up and play in front of 15 people? We arrived and the place was sold out, and the crowd just went completely crazy. And we fell in love with Spain from that point onwards. You know, it's a country we love. It's a country that we feel even closer to now, having recorded a record here and got to know the people and the culture even more. And you know, we'll always play here anytime we get the opportunity.
Most likely touring here in March. I think we're planning a European tour to start in March.
So we're coming for you.
I don't care what